This is an example of one of the training videos in our FileMaker Certification Preparation course at productivecomputinguniversity.com. This lesson is on the Install OnTimer script. This step may be a lesser known script step, but we'll just look at in the help guide. It says it runs a specified script at the specified interval. So we have three options: the script that you want to run. You've got a script parameter that you can pass as well, and then the number of seconds that the timer waits before running the script. It is not supported for server, cloud, data API, or custom web publishing. You might be surprised at server, but server has its own schedule, and in the notes here, it even mentions this here to run the scripts on a schedule and independently of open windows. See FileMaker Server help. So here is the description for this. This script step, say that 3 times fast, installs a single timer on the active window and repeats the specified script in that window until another Install OnTimer script step installs a timer on the window or until the window closes. You can halt an installed timer by running another Install OnTimer script step without specifying a script or interval. If you've never used it, that may all sound a little confusing, so we'll demonstrate that. But a couple of notes first. If a script is running, any script associated with timers will not run until the script that is running finishes. If the active window has an installed timer and the user or a script opens a new window, the new window inherits the timer. Each window can have a separate timer operating at the same time. Timers continue to run even if windows are in the background or hidden. If you're using dialog windows and timers, see about window styles. And then they give an example here. There's a bit more information about watching out for parameters, since the script is going to be ran at different times, so you'll want to be careful of that and perhaps use constants or global fields, global variables, and so forth. They have an example here for the Install OnTimer script. So I simply copied that in our layout for Install OnTimer, added the field, and I have 3 scripts here. We have the OnTimer script step, which is fairly simple. You just specify the script. You can choose a parameter there. And then in the other options, you've got the number of seconds, which could even be a calculation. So I'm making it 1, just so we can see it happen often. And then it's running this clock script, which is simply setting a field with the current time. I've disabled a few things just to test that, and then I created a cancel OnTimer script with no parameters, no choices, because it may be difficult to cancel once you've started. So we're on here. I'm just going to click the OnTimer script, and we can see that it is running. It is going, and I may speed it up at times, but it is running. Now, what would happen if we did our loop 1 that is counting? See how it halts here because the other script is actually going, and until that one finishes, see, it's still not going until we click that. Now it starts going again. So if there's something running, then it won't work. If we turn on the script debugger, then this is going to keep coming on every 1 second because of the way we did this. But what if we click stop? Would that stop the script? No, it does not. What if we decide to put an exit script step in here? So I will enable that, and we'll have to save that and halt the currently running script. So let's let it run. It is still running, so the exit script step does not cancel the OnTimer. But what about the halt script step? So we'll save that again and halt that script, and we're letting it play. That one also does not until we actually put this one in, which you probably wouldn't want to put this in the exact same script that you're calling, unless you only wanted it to do once, because now there's no more on script timer. So let's go back in and we'll take off this one because we have our other feature. I just want to show just a couple of other options here. So we're going to start that again. We're going to start that on timer. So there it is going, and let's just do a new window. And it says it can't be modified because it is being modified in a different window. So we're just going to do a control arrow to move to a different record as soon as we can. So now we're at a second record, and you can see the other one, they're both running. They're both going. This is on record 1, this is on record 2. And if we open a new window, we have a new record, and it's running that one as well. So let's go to a new window and we'll get that same error unless we can move to a different record. So now we have one on record 4, one on record 3, and they're all running. They're all doing their thing. Even if we close this, the others are still running. So the windows inherit it unless we run the cancel on timer, and there it stops. And we'll do one more thing here. We start this on timer. If we actually go to a different layout, if we go all the way back to our main layout, this window inherited, but it can't perform it because this is not part of the related table. So we would have to do the cancel with the command 4, which is nice that we had that. So we'll go back to that layout and we'll start that one more time. Only this time, as that's going, let's pull up a different screen, which is our on timer. So this window is the active one, and you can see in the background it is still running. So we will just cancel that on timer, and that is the install on timer script step. I hope you enjoyed this sample from our FileMaker Certification Preparation course. Visit productivecomputinguniversity.com for more information about the certification preparation course and other training to help you save time as a FileMaker developer.